All right, guys, welcome back. Our first guest is a Bimbola Fire, who is a worshiper and, of course, a worship leader with years of service in her local assembly and also a gospel artist. I was asking her how many years she's been singing. Well, professionally, she said 2 years, but I think we'll watch her video first. That'll be nice. What's the name of the song?
Faith Words.
Faith Words. Okay, so let's take a small trip to sing, but I think before we play your song, let's get to meet you and know what you're all about and how you really got into gospel music and why the choice of gospel music. But you told me that you've been singing since you were a child.
Yes.
So was it from your mother's womb? Which one?
Obviously, as a child, maybe from 10 years.
You're one of those children who sing in children's
yes,
in France. You're always there.
You'll be the one leading.
Talented. Everybody that this girl was going to be a star. Right?
Yeah, everyone's always holding the mic. Yeah, so I think for me, it's basically gospel music choosing me.
Wow.
Because I am more, let me put it this way, I'm not much of a music person. You know, the slows and the runs, the riffs.
I know.
But then I feel like it's just a tool for me to preach or spread the word of God to people, to touch lives. That's what gospel music is to me. It's a channel for me to reach out to the world with the gift that God has given me and the words that God has given me. Also my experience and my testimony.
Okay.
So how I share that is using music as a tool.
Okay.
And that's why.
So for the longest time, when you were backing vocalists, you were doing backups?
A lot of time. You know, when I said I'm not the riffs runs person, you should just know that I've been backing up all my life. I mean, I feel like backing up is a strength for me. I mean, I backed up for several artists, you know, and it's something that I love doing.
Wow. Okay. So we're still going to peel layers of your journey into becoming a professional gospel singer, because some people still stay with the backup and just enjoy backing up for a lot of singers, but they never really break through into doing or evolving into their own.
Correct. So
we're going to be playing a video of your song and then we'll be right back. Please don't go anywhere. Okay, welcome back to the show, and that was really lovely.
Thank
Because
you.
it was, well, I was like, this is gospel, I'm a piano. Now, it's not just a gospel, I'm a gospel. How did you come up with this concept and the song?
Okay, I think there was a time my pastor was preaching about confession, and that's Reverend Labode. So he said some words, and I felt like most times people find it very hard to pray, especially when they are going through stuff. One of the best way they do this is to play music to ease themselves. So most of the time you find out that you're playing worship songs, but you also want to pray, but you can't pray. So this kind of song is a song that would help you at the point where you cannot pray, but you still want to confess those words. Okay. So before you know it, it resonates in your spirit, and then you're saying, I have joy, I have peace, favor, blessings.
Did you have a problem with, because everybody's doing, because that's what secular music, especially with the amapiano style that you applied, did you have any, because you're a worship singer, did you have any issues with people think, this guy is going secular with this, you know, all those vibes and, and feels, do you have any problem with that, and maybe people's response when they watched it or when they listened to it?
Amazingly, you know that the world now is, we have like gospel, Afro-pop going around the world now. So I think that a lot of people are accepting the fact that amapiano or whichever beat is coming out is a beat, it's music. It doesn't matter if it is worldly or it is gospel. You know, beat is beat, and you decide to use it as you want to use it because it's a tool, right? So I don't think people have issues anymore with the kind of beat. People just want to vibe. People are going through a lot. They want to vibe. I mean,
because I was expecting the solemn worship song. I was not expecting, you know.
I have that too. And then the beauty of being a gospel artist is being able to reach out to different people per time. There are some people that love it when it is slow. Some people love it when it is hype. Some people love it when it is vibing. Like they want to just vibe to something when they're in the car. They don't just want to listen to any kind of words. They want something that will resonate with what is happening per time. So I don't think people have issues with.
Okay. So I was before the break, I was going to ask how you're able to transition to becoming your own singer, because you said you started doing this professionally 2 years ago. Yeah. Was it difficult, you know, just having to move from just being a background singer to actually owning your own stage?
So let me say, I would say that it's not something that is easy. That's the truth, because most of the time, I've heard a lot of singers say that I am called to back up. I would say that nobody is called to back up. right? Everybody is called to play a role, minister to the people. There is no backup singer in heaven. There is no lead singer in heaven. One of the things that I feel pull people back is, number one, they are trying to play humility. Number two, some people feel like they are not enough. I was at that stage where I felt like I'm not enough. I can't do this. I don't think I'm called to do this. I'm only called to back up. But the truth is, God has called you to do a particular thing, and you have to fulfill it. You can't sit down with just being a backup alone. You have to push yourself
push
further.
yourself. That's the word.
You have to push
Let's
yourself.
talk about your style. You said you backed up for Mercy Chin. Would you say it rubbed off for you? This your heart.
No,
in
sincerely.
the video,
I
I
will
saw different because I saw the purple one. Then I was like, is that supposed to be your branding, or what is it with the heart?
So it's my brand, but then I would say that Mercy Chin was also rubbed off on me, because backing up for her really pushed me to say, no, you can do this. You can be a better person.
Yeah.
You know, backing up for her made me realize that you can't just sit down being a backup. You know, God has called it, because she also backed up for several people.
Wow.
You know, so I feel like backing up for her, backing up should be a stepping stone to what you're supposed to become. Or what you're supposed to do. So in as much you're backing up, it should be a learning ground, it should be a learning phase for you. Don't just back up because you want to back up. So I was doing it because I actually wanted to back up. But at the point,
You had to step out.
I had to step out and say, no, you can do it.
All right. So what are the plans? This video is lovely. What are you releasing? What is coming up next for you in terms of maybe
Trust
music,
me,
videos? And,
I was just going to push it out that this year, one of the things I want to push out is my album. My album is coming out this year, and in fact, I had to fly my producer in. It's coming in. It's coming in tomorrow.
from the Obodo Ibo.
From Obodo Imbo, wherever in the
this
world
is a
it's
fire
coming
project.
from.
Okay.
So yeah, it's coming in tomorrow, so we have to kickstart on the project. We've been on the project for a long time, but want to push it out, make sure we push it out by November, December. The album has to be out.
Okay, I also want to ask one last question about the excellence in gospel, the gospel industry. A lot of gospel singers just feel God will do the work, but they don't put in excellence into what they're doing, and they feel that they don't need to compete with secular artists. Do you believe that's correct, or let's maintain our space because it's gospel and God will supply all our needs?
So I would say again that God has given you the gift, but associated with the gift, you need resources to push the gift out. So it is way beyond you knowing how to sing. It is that how are you able to manage yourself, one? How are you able to manage your music and the excellence that oozes out of the music you're producing? The truth is, one of the things that held me back in terms of singing is who will produce my song. So I don't just want to put song out there because I want to put song out there. I want to look for the best person in the game to produce my song. So you find out that on my songs, you find out that you see Music Magnets, you see Slows on my song, you see KI on my song, because I want to use the best guys. So it's more than just releasing a song. It is the excellence that you ooze out in singing. And when it comes to competing with gospel, with secular artists, like you said, you can see the excellence they put in. You can see the hard work they put in. I don't believe in competition. I believe in collaboration. I believe, because collaboration is a new form of marketing. So pushing your song out there are a lot of things that we can also learn from these people. I mean, there are a lot of things that we learn from even the Israelites that came out of Egypt. They learned something from Egypt before they moved into their promised land. So there are a lot of things to learn from these guys as well. The excellence at which they work, and then the hard work they put in is something that I covet sincerely. I admire it.
All right, nice one. And it was really, really nice talking with you. Any last words? Any just few words?
So like we said, you know, we already talked about it, that if you're out there and you feel like you are not enough, what I want to leave here with is you are more than enough. And God has called you to do whatever you're doing.
Nice one. Well said. It was nice talking to you, Bimbo, known as Abimbola Fire.
Fire,
That fire came from, where did the fire come from?
It was my pastor. The way I sing. The way I sing. Fire.
And coincidentally, you're married to a pastor.
I'm married. How did you know?
No, so you're a pastor. Okay, Bimbola. It was really nice talking to you.
So
Wish you all the
much.
best going forward. Okay, so we just finished having an amazing conversation with our first guest. Up next is another amazing singer, and his style of music is quite different. I want to find out more about that. Please don't go anywhere. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back.